Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Jade Empire Closed Fist walkthrough. We've got a quick scene here with Gao, and then I will pick the commentary back up.
Now look what you've made me do. I've collapsed the way out. When I catch you, woman, you will be sorry.
It's always someone else's fault, isn't it, Gao? This is your mess. I didn't make you kidnap me.
Your friend is doing a good job of frustrating Gao into carelessness. That will work in your favor, but it also means we have to follow them by a different route. Be careful. That means fresh enemies for us. These caves harbor strange creatures.
Okay, so this dungeon is actually is really small, and it's pretty fun. I don't know, I liked it. This was a bit of a change though here. If you notice there, I got hit, and if you notice there, that almost killed me. That almost one-shot me. So that was something like 80% of my health with that ogre taking that swing at me. I'm not exactly sure why that even hit me. I kind of felt like I shouldn't have been, but whatever. Yeah, so here it's again, it's just important to kind of keep moving, and when you see the enemies start to swing at you, you want to be evading using that B button. But anyways, all right, so we've got a couple of chests to open. Unfortunately, that one had a trap in it. What was that? An inferior? Is that an intuition gem or something like that? Probably not going to bother equipping that one. There's a really good gem at the end of this this dungeon, and I'll actually equip that. I'll take off that. I think I had a scholar gem or something like that. Right, so I think this is the last ogre. So I think there's a total of 3. And by the way, Gao taking out that ogre was actually kind of badass. I mean, I don't really like to compliment him at all, but what's going on there? I just whiffed that? Really? That's weird. The ogres have, it seems to me, they have just kind of a weird hitbox, so I don't know. Again, I'm not sure why I didn't land that strike there. That seemed to be right on track, but anyways, all right. So that is about it for this this little area right here. Now there's a path that leads up into like the second.
I never had cause to enter these caves.
Area
Gao
here.
will have to pay for this inconvenience.
God will have to pay for this inconvenience. If you notice, there's some like I don't know if these are stalactites or stalagmites or I can never remember what the ones coming from the floor. I think there's a different term for those. Anyways, if you hit them like I just did there, I randomly got a mana power up there. So that's kind of one of the fun or the kind of interesting things about this game is there's every once in a while there's random stuff like that they threw. You know, in there, so. Anyways, all right. So this is the toad demon. It looked like it poisoned me there with one of its hits. Generally, what you want to do is just hit it from the back. It's usually easy to to get around behind him. And then there's the toad demon style. I don't know if I'll ever actually use that or not. I generally don't. All right, we're getting deep into the closed fist already. But yeah, I'll assign that at least. But again, I'm not sure if I'll ever actually use that or not. I think of all the transformation styles, it's by far the weakest, and I don't know. Again, I just doubt that I'll do anything with that. But all right, I think that's about it for this spot too. Now, or this second area. Now, the third area here is where Gao is at, and we've got a bit of dialogue to get through, and then we'll fight him once and for all. And he's a pretty tough fight, so I guess save beforehand and make sure you're ready.
swear, Dawnstar, my patience is running thin. No! No! Not you! Anyone but you! What are you doing here?
An errand? I hope saving me means more than that.
You see? I did you a favor, but you were too stupid to know a good thing when you're in its grasp.
Being kidnapped was a good thing? You have an odd view of what it takes to impress a woman.
Fools! You'd be dead if it wasn't for me. Everything you have is gone. My father has seen to that. It has already begun. You'll see. Death comes from above to ferret out your hidden master and his real name. Dawnstar was the only thing I wanted to save, and what thanks do I get? Nothing. So be it. I'll just kill you all and forget your pitiful little village ever existed. Then fight, and we'll see who's better outside your pretty school. Even if you win, you've lost elsewhere.
He has earned my ire as well as yours. I will help if I can.
Doesn't matter to me. Master Lee isn't here to restrict how I fight. I'll kill you both in time to see the red sky over your village. Leaping Tiger.
All right, let's get it on. So, you know, much like any of the other battles that we've fought so far, I kind of tried to switch this up just a little bit, just to see what I could accomplish with the support style there. And it actually was going okay, but here now I just kind of kept going, and yeah, there I take. Oh my god, I almost got wrecked right there. So I'm not really sure why, but at a certain point there, he just apparently had enough of me kicking him and punching him in the face. So he finally struck back. But yeah, here I've got him kind of on the ropes again. Oh, now we're slowed. Generally, I think it's safe to, again, if you're playing on Grandmaster, I think just generally any other mode, you know, is pretty easy, but especially if you're playing Grandmaster, I would say if you get slowed like that, just evade and stay away from him until that wears off. You don't really want to fight him, or you don't want to try to go toe-to-toe with him when he's got that up. And here, I should have probably noticed that he was going to do this again. But yeah, it looks like he's able to evade just like we are, and when that happens, unfortunately, it makes makes us, you know, flinch a little bit, and that can kind of open us up to some more damage. So I tried to swap back and forth to keep him slowed, but I'm not really sure how effective that is. Oh, I think I just noticed something. So he's using Ice Shard. Normally in other playthroughs, he's had Dire Flame.
Thank you for coming to my rescue. I'm not sure why Gao thought he would get away with this. He had to know that someone in the village would come for me, although I suspected it would be you. Is that what this was? I'm sorry for inconveniencing you. I'll make sure someone else is available the next time I get kidnapped. Does this friend of yours share your lack of concern? Perhaps this is a chore for him as well.
I am Sagacious Zoo. I'm glad to see you are well.
Sagacious Zoo. Well, I am grateful to you, at least. I have no idea why Gao felt dragging me through the swamp would be beneficial. That's very cold of you, but I suppose he deserved what he got. It's sad, really. Master Lee tried so hard to reach him. Gao just seemed to get more and more bitter. He didn't respond well to discipline. It's too bad.
I will wait by Gao's flyer. He can't object now.
All right, so there you have it. We got some closed fist points there, basically for being a dick again to Dawnstar, which again always feels bad because she's like, you know, that sort of a childhood sweetheart almost. If you're playing open palm, anyway. Anyway, so one of the things I was talking about with Gao there was I feel like in other playthroughs he's had Dire Flame, so I almost wonder if because I chose Dire Flame he got Ice Shard instead. Again, I don't know if that could be completely wrong on that, and he just has both of those styles regardless. But yeah, I don't know. Again, and it's also been years since I've played this game, so again, maybe don't think too much about that. But anyways, all right. What do we get there? Viper's Wit in that one chest, and then I got a Gentle Persuasion. So Gentle Persuasion is actually really good. I'm gonna equip that. I think that gave me. Did that give me 5 Intimidation? I think, and then I don't know, something else. I think anyway. Yeah, and I think two other stats, maybe body or something.
We should get back to 2 Rivers.
All right, so let's head back to 2 Rivers. And that's it. So we've now fully explored the cave, rescued Dawnstar, and acquired all the treasures. One thing to note, though, you do need to pick a specific option there. Otherwise, I think you just completely leave the cave. So it's something like when you're asking or when you're stating who you want to come with you on the way out. You have to pick either Sagacious Zoo or Dawnstar, or if you pick the third option, it'll just kick you outside the cave, and then I think it'll actually start the next set of events, which makes you lose out on that loot. So again, make sure you pick one of the top options. So otherwise, you will be sorry. So here we're just gonna pop out of the cave, and I think there should be a cutscene right away.
What happened to Gao's men? I thought they abandoned him, but it looks like you had to fight them all. I didn't realize you took that much of a risk getting to me. Thank you. You weren't always so cold. I guess it helped you here. I heard Gao tell his men to attack anyone who approached. His mercenaries didn't seem too eager to follow me into the cave, though. It seemed like they were humoring him. Maybe they were his father's men. Wait, do you hear something? There are so many. Where are they coming from?
You should be more concerned with where they are going. You may have won a victory over Gao the Lesser, but it looks like he put things in motion that have outlived him.
What? What do you mean?
These machines have weapons. They drop casks that explode on impact. There will be soldiers on the ground as well.
Was that what Gao meant? He said something about death coming from above for Master Li. It doesn't matter. We have to get back. The students, everyone will need our help.
Walk away, Dawnstar. You won't get there in time. Better to avert your eyes than see something you care about fall to ruin. Save yourself the pain.
This machine of Gao's, do you know how to make it work? Could you fly it?
I doubt there are 2 people in the Empire that know how they work. It's a baffling combination of magic and artifice. I've seen this kind of attack before. The tools used are different, but it's the same kind of destruction.
So you don't really know?
If you actually cared about the safety of this machine, you wouldn't be about to fly it into a swarm of enemies. What guarantee do you want? There is a handle attached to something like the reins of an ox yoke. You move it left and right, forward and back. It should swim through the air fairly smoothly.
Will you come to help us, Zhu? You seem to have a good heart.
If you are intent on returning, I will accompany you. I've already done more than I wanted, but I could not avoid this forever.
You are an interesting person, Sagacious Zhu. Your eyes hold a great sadness that is oddly familiar to me, but I don't know why. Agreed. There are greater things to worry about. I hope we are not too late.
Alright, so that was our first dragon. Or was it, yeah, I think it's the mosquito. This one's the mosquito. Cutscene, anyways. The flying machines in this game just look so cool. I don't know. It's there's something about them. But anyways, all right. So we're gonna do our first, battle here. I think it's it's X to use your upgrade. That's your little that's a shield for the time being. You know, this mini game it's okay. It's kind of fun. And then you'll get some you know, upgrades later on, and you can actually swap out that shield for other upgrades, which, you know, sometimes there's like seeking like homing missiles. And that looked like that was the sparring ring. Yeah, they actually did a pretty good job of actually recreating the school, you know, below us. Yeah, and there's the square, and then here's the beach, which is where we will land. So yeah, so that's the first little mini game. Those are pretty important to do, especially later on. You can get a little bit of experience out of them, and then there's a little bit of a side quest involving those, and that's much later on in the game. So we'll, you know, obviously talk more about that once it's relevant. But fun game. I really like it, actually. Kind of a nice little break from, you know, everything else too.
No! This can't be!
It is what I expected. I'm sorry you had to see this.
I saw the smoke from the air, but I didn't think it would be so bad. Everyone is gone. Look around. What are we doing here if we can't save anyone? We have to find Master Li. He wouldn't let this happen, not without a fight.
Do what you can together. We will meet in the heart of your school.
I need you ready to fight. You received Radiant Aura. All right. So Radiant Aura, that's actually specifically for that mini game. So that's not like a, you know, a technique that, you know, you'll be able to use anywhere else, unfortunately. But all right. So we're gonna explore the beach here. Unfortunately, Old Ming is here. Actually, that's not the bones. I don't know what those bones are. That's actually really strange. But that's Old Ming right there. You can kind of see. You can make him out there in the grass. It looks like he's either sleeping or died next to the statue that he loves so much. And then there it looks like I had enough experience to level up. So I'm just going to spend my points here. And then we've got 5 style points. So I think I'm going to buy another speed increase. Yeah. Okay. So I've carried over some points, you know, from the last level up. So now I think that cost 4. Was that 4 points? I think it was.
No. It's all gone. Why did Gao's father do this? Why are his men here?
Okay. But yeah, so, you know, that'll kind of keep happening. So if it looks like I have a random or a weird amount of skill points, that's why. It's because I'm not always spending all of them. I try to, you know, upgrade my martial style first because I think that's the most important.
I hate this. There's no challenge in killing simple peasants.
They said no survivors, so there better be no survivors.
I know, but who is this for? Whoever's really giving the orders must be influential.
Do you want to ask Cal the Greater? No. So quit yapping and make sure there's no survivors. Looks like we have a few more peasants to put down.
Let's just make it quick.
More peasants to put down. Well, you're in for a surprise, buddy. And splat. Seconds. Okay. All right. So there's another little group. I don't think there's actually anything here. I tried to zoom around this little courtyard a couple of times, and yeah, there's nothing here. So we'll just make another little loop here, and nope, we're good. And then I think one more time back towards the stairs. So this is that area is all blocked off where the blacksmith shop is. And then I think we've got the student remains here. I think this is maybe CPAT. I'm not sure if that's actually him or not. This is usually where he's at, though.
Let it be true.
Dawnstar says something about her planting a flower for every student here. And I know actually that's without giving anything or any of the endings away. That's part of one of Dawnstar's endings. Boom.
This fool wench's leg was ready to fall off and she thought she could fight us. Maybe we didn't teach her enough of a lesson.
You're a sick bastard. You know that? Forget her. We've got company. This one looks healthy.
All right, so there is the final result of our conning, I guess, conning Kiamin. And here you want to take a left, and this will lead us back into this is kind of where the training area is at. And there's just a couple of mercenaries back. Oh, no, there's three mercenaries back here, so we're going to splatter them. And here's where I kind of noticed I was having some wonkiness with my styles changing.
You're too slow.
There we go. Get all those power-ups. Yum, 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 yum. And then I think there's some bones back here. Student remains. Okay. Like, what happened to all their flesh? Like, there's just bones back there. Those weren't there before. What's going on? I don't know. Maybe these guys just, like, incinerated the flesh right off of these guys or something. I don't know. Anyways, all right. So we'll head back here, and then we will take the final route, which leads into the practice ring. And that route right there is blocked off. Sorry. Okay.
What is this? We missed a couple of these pitiful students? This is like crushing ants. There's no end to you people.
Ants. That's all their lives were to you?
Ah, I doubt you've seen real bloodshed. Just like the other would-be warriors in the school. Men! Gal the Greater wants this village cleared. Get the job done.
Okay, this is kind of a rough fight. There's just a lot of enemies and not a whole lot of room to work with right away. So generally, yeah, this is dumb to be sitting back there. So it's I should have got out of there right away. Put some distance between me and these other turds, and then jump. There we go. And that should do it. There's another one down. So yeah, again with this many enemies and this short of a small of an area to work with, you just got to be careful. Don't let yourself get ganged up on, because I almost got racked right away. And I think after you kill a couple, maybe some more come out. I think that's how that works. And then, or maybe not. Maybe this is just the same amount here. Yeah, actually, it's kind of the same. Boom. Making it messy. Oh, yeah, here's a new one. Yeah, because this person wasn't here before. Splat. Alright, here's the final wave. So, this one's a little bit more brutal. The The guy with leaping tiger style there, he's a little more brutal, and if you notice, he's really fast. He actually looks like he's quite a bit faster than we are. And he actually almost took me out here, I think. And that's why it's actually not such a bad idea to leave these power-ups just kind of chilling. And I hit his buddy here with Heavenly Wave, and then I missed. So we'll try that again. And it looks like he's got Storm Dragon too, so that's why if you notice there, I'm being shocked, which is that's pretty minor damage, but if he keeps applying it, it can get annoying. And then on top of that, it makes your character twitch a little bit too, so it can be a little bit of an issue. Now here I made a huge mistake of trying to use the longsword. The problem with the longsword right now is because it's so slow. After you make your final strike with it, it really opens you up. So unless you do kind of what I did there and jump around a little bit after, you need to be really careful. Short of I don't know if the longsword actually can be upgraded for speed, but that might help that out. But again, I actually just I usually don't like to upgrade weapon styles because unfortunately against spirits they're not effective. So it seems to be a little bit of a waste of time at the beginning of the game. Later on, it's not a horrible idea, but I also probably won't upgrade the longsword. I'll upgrade something else that is a different weapon style. I like the let's see. I like there's dual axes at one point. There's dual sabers, I think it is too. But I like the axes. They're pretty cool.
There were so many, everywhere, and fire from the skies.
Shh. We've chased off all of Gao's men. He'll be safe now.
No, they came later. First there were fighters in black, with fists you could hardly see. She told them where to attack and they turned like one mind. One purpose. Except for the one. He stood alone. His armor so black. Black like a hole in the earth. So deep you can't get out.
You'll be all right. Just be still.
I tried so hard. I'm sorry.
Wu said there was no warning. Just calm skies and then fire from above. He organized the students, but they were overrun. Master Li was taken when it began. He went without a fight, giving them what they wanted. But afterwards, the students, they were killed anyway.
The Lotus Assassins. They leave no one alive to tell the tale. People fear the unknown. For Gao the Greater to have them as allies is troubling. The figure your friend spoke of is Death's Hand, the leader of the Lotus Assassins. This student was strong to live as long as he did. The Lotus Assassins answered a Death's Hand alone. He would not appear unless this was important. He usually acts behind the scenes. I don't know why they were so intent on taking your Master Li, but they never attack without purpose.
I don't know if this is about you. What did Gao say? That he had overheard Master Li tell you that he was the glorious strategist? What does that mean?
That's not possible. Sun Li, the glorious strategist, was the Emperor's brother and the head of the Imperial Army. Your Master Li cannot be him.
Why not?
Because he can't. Sun Li was declared a traitor to the Empire 20 years ago. The Emperor himself accused him of killing the third brother, Prince Qin. And besides, the glorious strategist would not have made such mistakes.
What mistakes?
Revealing himself, for one. For another, He would have known that giving himself up would not save your students. I know enough about the glorious strategist to say he wouldn't make that mistake. And I know far too much about the Lotus Assassins. I was one.
It doesn't matter.
No, he is right to question me. I'm accustomed to such suspicion.
It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, whatever you were, you did not do this, and you do not have our master. We need to decide what to do. When we know where we are going, when we have a plan, then we can talk about who knows what.
I doubt I could change your resolve even if I wanted to. Perhaps I can at least try to point you in a productive direction. If you wish to pursue this, we should head to the heart of the Empire, the Imperial City. Gao the Greater was behind this attack, but I suspect there is someone else behind him. You will find your answers in the Imperial City.
You know a lot. We will have to talk about the source of that knowledge.
Make whatever judgment you wish. I assure you, I have already made worse.
Let's go. I don't want to be here. I want to go where I can actually make a difference.
That is a very common desire. The hardest to achieve, but very common. Come, let's see if we can get Gao the Lesser's contraption in the air again. It won't be stable enough to get to the Imperial City, but we might reach the trading village of Tian's Landing. All trade routes lead to the heart of the Empire. If we are lucky, we can find someone to give us passage. If we're lucky.
Okay, so we're taking off from the school now. I just noticed this for the first time just now. That is Silk Fox right there. I had, like I said, I had never noticed her in that cutscene before, so that's kind of interesting, sort of. Not probably not really, but I guess it just shows you how I can still miss things or catch things, I guess. After probably playing this game, 20 times. Maybe not that. Anyways, alright, so that brings us to our next little mini game. I'm not going to talk about this too much since we've got a lot of other plot-related stuff to talk about. That being, again, sort of interesting, and it's, not that I necessarily noticed this right this time specifically, but there's actually a lot that just happened right there. Not only did Gao's men attack, but the Lotus Assassin showed up as well. So I do believe that Gao actually does work with them. But interesting that kind of everything, really happened all at once. So again, just sort of interesting, I guess. But anyway, so the goal here is to make it to the Imperial City. We've got a huge chunk of the game, though, that we need to take care of first, which is, I think this is Tian's Landing is coming up. We've got a little bit of a trek just to get there. And then once we actually get there, we'll have to take care of some other things as well. The NPCs are going to talk a little bit about what we need, and I'm not sure. I think there's a lot of dialogue here at the end of this video, so I'm actually just going to cut the commentary here. So as always, hope this guide was helpful, though, and hope you join me for more. Thanks for watching.
That was quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm okay too, a little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Li's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing wouldn't take to the air again. Not to further darken your mood, but flyers and wind maps are rare, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Li had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them. I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Li gets farther away from us.
We're near Tien's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction. Very well. I'll wait here for now. It's not so different from the marsh, actually. More of an impending sense of doom. But that could just be your influence.
We should get going. There has to be a better place for us to rest than this. Let's go.
Make your way south across the bridge and onto Tien's Landing.